When I came back from my business trip, I was in shock. My house was completely empty. No furniture, no appliances, no signs of life. The television was gone from the living room, the coffee machine from the kitchen, the laptop, and even the toaster from the shelves. My guitar, old but dear to me, was missing too, and the painting my parents gave us as a wedding gift. In the bathroom, no towels, no hairdryer. Even the wedding ring she always took off before bed and left on the dresser gone. On the table, there was only a note, a small piece of paper in her handwriting. "I'm sorry, I couldn't stop myself. I just stood there, frozen." But to understand how it all came to this, we need to go back a little. We met by chance during a break between classes. I was standing by the coffee machine, barely awake after prepping for a seminar all night. She walked up behind me, quiet, almost like she didn't want to be noticed. The machine glitched. She frowned and muttered,
"This thing never works properly."
I smiled. "You're lucky today the coffee is only half poisonous." She laughed and stayed. We talked for 15 minutes about professors, boring lectures, music. Turned out we liked the same band. The next day I came back to the same spot. So did she. That's how it began. Short breaks turned into long conversations. We started having lunch together, studying, sharing notes, and I thought, I want to share everything with her. After graduation, we moved in together. Rented a small house on the edge of the city, a bit old, but cozy. We got married without fuss, just family, a few friends, and a guitar instead of a DJ. Laughter, champagne in plastic cups, dancing on the lawn. We were happy. We tried to have kids, but every attempt failed. She grew quieter. I saw the spark fading from her eyes. At night, she lay in silence. In the morning, forced smiles. Then came the games. First card games on her phone. She said it helped her cope. I believed her, or wanted to. I buried myself in work. A big project came up. They sent me to San Francisco to pitch it to investors. Just 1 month, they said. I left, thinking everything would be okay. I was wrong. When I came back, the house wasn't ours anymore. No mugs from the porch. No blanket from movie nights. Not even her favorite pillow. At first I thought, robbery. But the door was fine. Locks intact. Windows shut. Like things had simply vanished. On the table, a note. Her handwriting. "I'm sorry, I couldn't stop." I sat on the floor, holding that scrap of paper. Called her. No answer. Then, "The number you're trying to reach is unavailable." I contacted the police. They checked footage, bank statements, pawn shops. The next day, they called. We found her. She was in a casino, sitting at a slot machine. Dry hair, dark circles under her eyes, her finger pressing spin again and again. She didn't react when I approached. I stood behind her for 5 minutes. Silence. Click, click, click. Lights, noise, emptiness. Then she turned, looked at me like through glass, and calmly said,
"I couldn't stop."
The same words from the note, only this time out loud. I didn't speak, just took her hand, cold, still. She stood up and walked with me. No resistance, no words. We stepped out of the casino. The doors closed behind us with a hiss, like something had finally ended. The next morning, we went to a rehab center for gambling addiction. She stayed there for 6 months. Therapy, relapses, silence. I visited every weekend. Little by little, her eyes came back to life. She managed to stop and started rebuilding herself piece by piece. Maybe we're not who we used to be, but I stayed, not out of pity, but because when someone admits they've fallen, it means they're ready to climb.